Hello YouTubers, Troz here, back again playing some Dwarf Fortress. Had a few problems at the end last time with the recording not really recording well, skipping some frames or some full seconds. But I think I've gotten that all fixed up now. I freed some space on my hard drive and ran a defrag, so that should all be a lot better. So here we are. It is 22nd of Timber, late autumn. Looks like just a week before the end of the autumn, and I had just completed trading. So I'll quickly go over what I did. So I just hit Q and move the cursor over the trading. I'll hit T, and let's see if yeah, so here's the stuff I traded away. Had a finished goods bin. Actually, a bunch of them. And they were all worth, well, at least our trader thought they were all worth a decent amount. 550, 600. And so basically I went through the list and I selected things I wanted, and then back on the list on my side over here I picked out some bins. I'm hoping right now it'll show on my side here the things I picked, so I can go over them quickly or briefly. I'm thinking it's not. No, I don't see it listed here. But basically, I picked up some food, some seeds that we didn't have, a few weapons, a few different things that might be needed for crafting later on, such as sand for making glass. I didn't pick up any pets or anything like that. You can select some things and offer them to the civilization that the traders came from. They'll bring it back to the king or local authority. I'm not really sure what that does for you. I've never really used it. But I'm done trading here, so I'm just going to hit escape. And I'm now going to say that the trader is no longer requested at depot. So now the dwarfs should come here and start grabbing these items and bringing them into the storage spaces that are right here. So let's do that. I'm gonna unpause it. And it looks like the dwarfs are coming in. Yes, meanwhile, we should be, doing pretty good on carving out these, rooms. And we have 16 dwarfs here, and we're carving out, 20 rooms. And eventually, on the north end here, the top, I'll be putting a, big meeting hall. But that probably won't be this season. This is a hospital, and we got some beds, tables. We need to make some traction benches. I got threaded cloth, crutches, splints. Not enough. Need some soap. Soap's the only thing we don't have, and that is important. Well, soap and traction benches. I need some chains for the traction benches. But for that, I'll have to set up a metal smithy of some sort. It's probably something I will be setting up this video.
Winter is upon us.
Okay, it's now officially winter. So as soon as this finishes saving, oh, there we go. So the well, merchants will be leaving soon. I'm not sure how long they say, if it's like a week or two. We basically actually just played a week. But it's the 1st of Moonstone, and we have 3 months until spring. Let's do something. We have... Well, 79 drink should be plenty for 16 dwarfs. And we have about 130 plant and some meat and fish. I believe most of that meat and fish was from trading. I'm gonna go... Kind of be nice to know exactly... Well, maybe not exactly, but more accurately what we have. So I'm going to go to the bookkeeper here and set him up to medium precision. And it looks like he's 16% of the way towards the next precision level. And that's Rith. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here. It does say he has no job right now. I'm going to select this dwarf. Let's see. His skills is currently novice, animal trainer, and caretaker. He's a little rusty on caretaking. Talented grower, dabbling, persuader, negotiator, judge of intent, intimidator. Yes, all these dabblings probably came from the trading. But he has an important job, which is keeping track of the stocks. And because of that, I want to reduce how much he'll be carrying items around, because that takes a lot of time. So I don't want him hauling stone or wood or items or refuse or furnitures. Basically just food and maybe burial is the only thing I'll have him do. 'Cause food is important to keep it in barrels. So he'll still probably take food from the farm that we have up here. Plump helmets and other things that we can actually now grow now that we have seeds, and put them in barrels so they don't spoil, and if someone dies he'll help bury them. But other than that, I don't want him moving items around. He has much more important work to do, which is keeping track of all the items we do have. So I'm going to unpause it now. And yeah, basically now I'm done with the traders. They can leave. Don't really care. Right, so we have coffers done. We have this plot. I'm wondering if... No. I did gather plants before, but apparently did not get any seeds. Actually, let me check that. Oop. Ah! So, with the traders came a liaison, and now that I actually gave my bookkeeper... I think he's meeting with the bookkeeper, but maybe not. Some time. He's talking with the liaison, and the liaison will ask for things, and in return will give us a better price next year on some other things. So let us discuss. So just pressing enter, and so they're asking what would we like more of, and okay, this is one of those menus where plus and minus on the number pad is moving the type here, and then the arrow keys changes the middle list. Having iron bars would be nice. Let's say some tower cap logs. The thing is, the more you put priority on something, the higher the markup, but the more they'll bring. I don't need... Let's seeds. See, they'll only bring underground seeds. If you're lucky, lucky being a little bit sarcastic, you will get elf traders in the spring. Maybe next year, maybe it takes to the third year. And the elves will bring seeds that you can use above ground, but they don't like you hurting animals or trees and things like that, so they're kind of picky on what they'll take. And if you make them mad, they may actually start attacking you. I think we're good on plump helmet spawn. I think I picked up some pigtail. I'll just put those as kind of low priority. I did get a steel anvil this time, so didn't get many bolts, so I'll put bolts up. And trap components are way too expensive. Easier to make them yourself, I think. Drinks we'll hopefully be making ourselves. I have enough plaster. Let's ask for some meat. Fish. I like turtle because the shells are usable. Definitely, I'll do that for lobsters. Lobster shells and turtle shells are usable for crafting. So, don't care about bags. Yeah, I'm gonna ask for pigtail fiber rope. You can use the rope to secure animals and do a few other things. Build barrels. All this stuff I can get from burning wood. Mostly charcoal. Get from ash and potash. Coke is partially burnt coal. We haven't run into any coal yet, but I'm sure it's probably possible. We do have sedimentary stone, which you will find coal in. I think we have sedimentary stone. I'll have to double check that. Anyhow, I don't think it's an issue at the moment. Bucket, splint crutches. Yeah, I'm just gonna... That should be it, I think, for now. Let's see if I can... he's talking with... Where is he? Oh, he's in the meeting room, obviously. Or meeting hall. Alright, let's look over the documents. So, you can see they've increased the price, but hopefully they'll increase the quantity similarly. The wood is relatively cheap. Usually it's only 3, whatever the unit is, per log. So a single, well-craft can, buy 20, 30 logs easy. So even with the increased price, it's not going to be out of hand. Maybe 5 a log. So, yeah, I'm sure it's all fine. So, now they're gonna ask us for certain items. As soon as it plays out. Let's see how we're mining away. Oh yeah, we're almost all mined out here. So they want rings, seeds, armor, figurines, earrings. Is that crutches? They are paying the highest priority. It may make sense just to build a bunch of crutches. Not sure how they normally go for. Toys is great because that's something we are already building. Rings we are already making. Earrings we are already making. Figurines. So I'm just gonna take a little note here. Crutches and maybe seeds. I don't think we'll get to be making shields and bucklers, and probably not cloth either. But besides just the regular kind of crafts, they want seeds and crutches. So make a note of that. Alright, so the expedition leader, he is on his way. Let's... Not the expedition leader, but the... liaison, let's say. Yes. So you see the merchants here. They brought some hammer dwarfs. Where's the... here's the liaison. He's listed as diplomat. And you see he's right here above the little yellow cursor. So you can see he is now on his way out. And he should be heading back to the mountain homes. See, the trees are all bare now because it's winter. Alright. 9th. I'm gonna do 2 things here. I'm gonna start filling this room, or these rooms. But first, I'm going to set up a hotkey here. Basically, a hotkey is a key that you can use to quickly get back to a certain location. And if you press Shift H, you can pull them up. Now, I am going to... no. Hit F2 first. Hitting F2 selects hotkey 2, and I want it to zoom here. But so I hit the Z key, and it will now, whenever I hit F2, it will zoom here. I'm going to change the name and type bedrooms, so I know in the future where that is. I'm going to escape out of here. Now F1 is set to gate by default. It is actually set to where your cart starts. I'm actually going to change it to here. So I'm going to hit Z. So if I hit F2, I'm here. If I hit F1, I'm now here. Alright, let's hit F2. And we need to put in some doors first. And I don't really care what the color is or what the material. So I went into build, I'm hitting D for door, placing it, selecting whatever is the nearest door. Door, not D, enter, enter, D, enter, enter. Ooh, all out of doors. I thought I had built enough. Well, I did. They're just not done yet. And looks like we have a few more beds to be made. So let's let them get working. See, all the doors are being moved out. So the merchants will be leaving soon. That's fine. They've been here more than 2 weeks now. They'll probably leave, I guess. I'm guessing at the end of the third week. So it looks like we have a few more doors in the furniture stockpile here. Don't see any down here, but... oh, these are all installed already. Alright, so let's build a door. How many we got? Oh, we have 6, so that should be enough. Alright. Let's populate the rest of these rooms. Kind of just like to go symmetric, sort of. Well, maybe not symmetric, but... all the rooms will be laid out the same, just kind of mirror images of each other. This is the beds. I'm now going to put a cabinet, which is F. In the opposite corner. Out of cabinets. Hmm. Oh, I think I used some for the hospital. Alright. New order. What? Rock cabinet. We'll say 5. So let's build some coffers, which is also another name for chests. And we have to be a little careful here, because bags also show up. This is really placing a container which covers both chests and bags. So yeah, I was a little short on them as well. But that is everything I think you need in a good room. It's probably actually maybe overkill. But I also could probably fit in a table and chair, but I'm going to be making a nice dining hall. So the merchants are all packing up and leaving. At this point, you can no longer trade with them. And yeah, we're getting everything installed here. Well, there the traders go. And we got all the doors built. See the hammer dwarf and the crossbowman heading out with the carts there. Alrighty. Some beds being installed now. Not sure what I wanted the tables for. Might have been for the hospital. Craft Dwarf is still working away there, making some masterpieces. That's great. Yeah, I think we're... Alright. Getting down a little on drinks. And... so I'm going to say brew 20 drinks. I'm going to have some food be cooked. Cooking food takes some food items and combines them. And you get nicer food items out of it. Sometimes you get more, but you definitely get food items that will give happier thoughts to the dwarfs that eat them. So I'm going to brew 20 drinks and make 20 meals. 10 easy, 5, and 5 lavish. Easy, I think, takes 2 ingredients. Fine takes 3 ingredients. And lavish takes 4 ingredients. So hopefully in a little bit we'll see this whole kitchen area go to work. Yep, there. We have someone brewing. Who is that? Oh, he was our woodworker. Alright, we got this guy brewing. I'm wondering if he's the only guy set for cooking, so he'll finish brewing and then cook. And we're already up to 61 drinks. It does use up some plants, but we have plenty at the moment. Alright, let's finish these rooms off, I think. So apparently we're still waiting on the chests / coffers to be made. We got 3 cabinets done. I'm gonna go make the rooms available. Maybe I should wait a minute to see if we got coffers done.
Sorry, sir, I can't do it.
Yeah, I know we're out of seeds. So you guys are growing things too well. I think we need some more wheelbarrows. One more. Well, there we go. Each. Get at the end of the bed. What happened to that one bag I had? Oh well. Alright, I am now going to turn these into bedrooms. Basically I hit Q and basically go onto each bed, and nicely the default size covers the whole room. And I'm not going to assign the bed, I'm just going to let the dwarfs pick their own bedrooms. Done. R. R, enter. R, enter. R, enter. R, enter. R, enter. R, enter. Alright. There's actually, from here you can see a list of rooms with Shift R. So we have a modest office. Kind of gives you the overhead map and highlights where it is. Two of these are just normal quarters. The rest are modest. It's probably because of the minerals that make up the walls. We have a fine dining room, a few zones, and a bunch of thrones and beds. I guess these are not really rooms, but items that could be used to turn into rooms or separate rooms. So all the workshops count. Ooh, all the stockpiles. But that's basically this little view to show what the rooms and the items are. Let's unpause it. Yeah, now the dwarves should be picking rooms and going to sleep, like this guy right here. Coal. So that's that for now. Yeah, so I think the next order of business, let's make a gem stockpile over here. But really the next order of business is getting a metal economy or metal processing system going. So I'm gonna have this area dug out. And you see actually all the dwarfs are starting to bring all the gems into the new gem stockpile. Hopefully one of them will bring over an unused bin. Probably be making a jeweler's. Yep, there's a bin. Wonder if I had another gem stockpile up here, or did he just? He probably brought the bin up here and grabbed some other ones. Yep, there's a bin there now. It's like we Already have a second bin. Okay, so besides plenty of space, for a metal processing system, you need a few things. You need coal to run your metalsmith or metal shop. You need smelters and coal to run them as well. If you don't have coal, you need I think it's called a wood burner, where you use one log to heat another log in kind of a sealed vessel, so it can't really burn because there's not enough oxygen. And what that does is turn the wood into charcoal, which is just as good as coal for most purposes. I mean, you can use it to make nice hot fires, which you need to smelt, which you need to heat metal so your metalsmith dwarf can make weapons and stuff out of it. And those things are all going to go here. Oh, looks like we have some work in the kitchen. Yeah, we have one guy cooking, another guy brewing. It's great. We have that whole food area almost filled. And you see drinks is up to 164. Because really each... I put in 20 make it drinks, but that's like 20 barrels full, I believe. I guess our plants have gone down a little. Meat's definitely gone down, so I'm sure that's been used. Other has gone up by, I think it was 111, and now it's up by 30. So that's all good. So I'm gonna build some things to prepare our metal processing. Actually, I think it's E. E. Yes, what is that? Furnaces? Farm plot. Furnaces. E. So first thing I want is a wood furnace. And that will burn wood with wood as the fuel to make coal. I'm going to make that out of granite just because I can. The next thing we need is a smelter. You know what? Just make things go a little quicker. I'm going to make 2 wood furnaces. And I'm going to make 2 smelters as well. So, all these are actually going to look quite similar. I want to make a stockpile for some wood, because we need wood to run these wood furnaces. So I'm going to hit wood. I'm just going to make 3x3 for now. I'm then gonna make a bar/block stockpile. gonna make it custom. I just want coal. Or charcoal. I wonder. I thought charcoal was under bar block other material. Hopefully that works. Alright. Want another custom just metal bars. Not allow all. Permit metal. And that will be this whole section here. And then finally, I'm gonna build a workshop. It's gonna be a metalsmith's forge, and it will go in this corner here with my one steel anvil. And you know, I'll make that granite. Alright, I'm gonna let these guys get to this. Moving some bins in.
Why'd you think I can do this?
So we got one smelter built.
I can't do it.
Ooh. I ran into a problem brewing drinks. Apparently we're out of barrels. Yeah, I don't see any in the furniture storage. Also, we're looking low on wood here, so while I have this paused, let's yeah, it's looking like wood is going to be the big problem here. It's not on this level. Chop trees. That really isn't that many trees. Chop these as well. So you see the anvil was just carried over to where our forge is going to be. Yep, we got the forge built. And the little red rocks there are actually supposed to represent the hot open of the furnace or in the case of the forge, it's supposed to be the hot fire with the little bellows at the top right above it pointing down, and then a bucket of water to quench, and that's on either side of your anvil. Alright, so brewing has been done. I guess we just needed one more barrel or something. So I think this is all built. So we need to do some stuff here. We need to make some charcoal. And let's just start with 20 units first. And we did have some iron, actually, so let's smelt. I believe we had magnetite. Let's see, smelt 10 magnetite. So we got magnetite and hematite.
Sorry, sir, I can't do it.
Alright, we got somebody bringing some magnetite over. Yeah, you need coal. Well, I told you to make some charcoal. We should have at least...
Can't do that there.
Or need logs. Where are our logs? Yeah, well, that's why I told you to chop down more trees.
It won't work.
Yes, yes. Dwarves are getting a little unruly. Hopefully we have... Yes, he's out there cutting down some trees. Looks like we do have somebody to make charcoal. Hopefully they'll be able to... Yep, look at that, we got some wood in a small little wood stockpile. Alright, while we're waiting for this, let's kind of like making elaborate multi-story meeting halls. So I'm gonna make a meeting hall over here. How should I do this? Well, that will be my entrance. Let's start there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on each side. 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, it's quite an impressive size. Have pillars in the center, something like that. I'll let the miners get to that. Meanwhile, we got looks like everyone's picked out. Mostly everyone's picked out a room. Some people have picked out a room. Oh, looks like we got somebody making coal. Charcoal. Let's see here. And yes, we have one piece of charcoal. Probably have two now. What do we have over here? Galena. And Heliodor clusters. That's gem of some sort, I believe. And
Spring has arrived.
oh, well, spring has arrived, so I'm gonna be cutting the video here. I guess we'll continue on our starting up the metal economy, or metal working, and continue on this new grand meeting hall that I'm making. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.